that deal collapsed at the end?
Well, it was surprising that the player was going to be available in the first instance, but then when it gets as far as it did, then of course you, having met the player and spoken with the player, then of course it is. But listen, it's something that didn't happen, but other than that, I'm obviously really happy with the three players that we brought in. For us, it was a really positive window, and now we go forward with the players that we have to the end of the season.
The club were able to reinforce those areas.
Yeah, very happy. It's obviously been a long time since the club, I think, signed players in January, but there was definitely a need for it, especially after the last couple of windows. So I'm delighted that we were able to do the business that we have, because it's not just about now, it's preparing going forward. You know, we get a number of players out of contract in the summer in key positions, especially centre half. So it was important from that aspect strategically that we brought a centre half in. So to get in a player like Harry was great. Victor, I think you've seen in his half hour he played last weekend. I think he's going to be a big hit with the team and the supporters here, and adds real competition in that position. And like you say, Tete coming in. So really pleased that we can bring some fresh faces in.
And with Mark Albrighton, and I saw that news, how did that make you feel firstly, and how important is that for the football club wider as well?
Well, I think there's been lots of criticism this year aimed at myself and the board, but I think if you look at the board, I think that there in itself really tells you about that commitment and the strength of commitment that the ownership has to the club. You know, I'm not so sure there's too many owners would do that, but that really tells you everything about what Top and his family and what the club means to them. And I don't think there's, you know, a greater commitment shown by too many. And it was fantastic news, clearly for the club, but also provide that support going forward.
Final one, Brendan.